The impeachment drama in Washington has temporarily distracted everyone from the ongoing Democratic primary, but impeachment is also certain to have a political effect on the race itself. So the question is, not to be vulgar about it, but who benefits most? Dana Perino hosts the Daily Briefing with Dana Perino, one of our all-time favorite people. Dana, great to see you tonight.
Great to see you, too.
So the conventional view, which is to say my view, the surface view, is that Biden is not helped by any story that gets us talking about his son's board seat with the Ukrainian energy company, and that Elizabeth Warren is probably the beneficiary of that. Do you think that's true?
Well, I think that the questions surrounding Hunter Biden were going to come up at some point for the Biden campaign. And if you think back, it was July that the New Yorker magazine did this really long feature piece about Hunter Biden. Didn't get a ton of attention. I read the whole thing because I learned from early on from you. You always read these long magazine pieces because you can pick up things. So this was going to come, whether it came from President Trump or from perhaps one of his rivals on the 2020 scene. On the Democratic side, it was definitely coming, so they were going to have to deal with it sooner or later. But there is a beneficiary, and it is Elizabeth Warren, no doubt. She's had arguably the best summer of all of the candidates. She's raising a lot of money. She is now, in my opinion, the de facto leader of the Democratic Party until something else happens. And with impeachment, she can kind of kill two birds with one stone, because Trump impeachment has like this toxic fallout, right? It encapsulates Biden. But it also, for many people think, it has completed the radicalization of the Democratic Party. They are now on a war footing. And she can kind of sit back. She doesn't need the media attention right now. Others do, like Kamala Harris. You look at what she tried to do today by having a campaign shakeup. That's something you do when you're trying to get a little attention for your campaign. And she didn't have a great fundraising number. It was fine, $11 million, but Bernie raised 25. Pete Buttigieg raised $19 million. So something had to give. And Elizabeth Warren, I think, is content to sit back and let other people try to get some attention while she prepares for this month's debate.
Do you think the Trump campaign believes that? Do you think that they believe Elizabeth Warren is the person they're likely to face?
I think that they are, from what I can tell, they seem to be prepared for any eventuality. They are happy to try to dirty up the Biden campaign early on. Yep. They're looking at Elizabeth Warren. I mean, even President Trump himself said, gosh, I thought I really hit her with the Pocahontas thing, and now she's back. Who hit her with the Pocahontas thing this week? Well, it looked like it came from one of her 2020 Democratic rivals, having old videos resurface of her having said that her parents had to move because of her mother Cherokee background, et cetera. Like, that's going to come back around. But for now, I would say Elizabeth Warren is definitely in the catbird seat. Interesting.
Is there any other, this is purely speculative, but what's the joy in politics? If you can't speculate, exactly, that's exactly right. Let's be honest about it. I agree with everything you've said. If you had to pick one candidate on the Democratic side who had a shot of coming, from the outside and lapping Elizabeth Warren by the time it's over, who would that be?
When you say outside, what do you mean? Like outside of
I think most people think Elizabeth Warren's going to be the nominee at this point. I mean, Biden clearly is not up to it.
I think that's pretty early. Look, I wouldn't count. I don't think Bernie Sanders is going to get it either. However, he's holding his own. He raised $25 million in the third quarter. That is not somebody who is dropping precipitously. Biden's numbers have gone down quite a bit. I don't think Kamala Harris really looks like she has it there. Cory Booker, for example, this past weekend, he had to do an emergency fundraising plea for $1.7 million, got his friend Bon Jovi to help him out. He barely makes it in. Tom Steyer, the big billionaire, in Mr. Impeachment, Mr. Climate Change, he's going to be on the debate stage as well in October. This field is not actually narrowing down very quickly, but I think that might change by Thanksgiving.
I'm enjoying the heck out of it. So
it's really fun.
May it continue for many moons. Dana Perino, great to see you tonight. Thank you.
Thanks. Have a good night.